JNN now presents the United Way of Jamaica's 36th Annual Nation Builders Awards and Employees Ceremony.
Special invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, here and in the diaspora, members of the media, good day. Welcome to the United Way of Jamaica's Nation Builders and Employee Awards Ceremony. My name is Annette Williams, a board director of the United Way of Jamaica, and I will be your mistress of ceremonies this afternoon. We will begin by inviting our Chief Executive Officer, Mrs. Winsome Wilkins, to do the invocation.
Shall we pause for prayer? Father in heaven, there is nobody greater than you are. Today we bask in your faithfulness towards us as a people, as an organization, and as a country. Father, today we are celebrating with those who are helping to change lives, with those who have a heart and want to make a difference. As we celebrate, Lord, in this ceremony, we invite your presence, we invite your guidance, we invite your love, Lord, to hover over everyone hearing us and participating in this event. Lord, bless us together. Help, Lord, that the work that we do continue to bring glory and honor to your name. We ask these and other mercies through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilkins. That was a beautiful prayer. It is indeed an honor and privilege to be in your midst and to be given the opportunity to be your MC today. I bring you greetings on behalf of the United Way of Jamaica and thank all of you for joining us. Today we will be honoring outstanding donors who support the work of the voluntary sector through the United Way of Jamaica. Our outstanding givers are designated nation builders, and they represent corporates, individuals, and employees given through payroll deductions. I am going to pause and share with you a short video highlighting the recent work of the United Way. Let's watch.
When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. Oh, every morning, I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. So when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to this, I'm blessed, oh man. With my two hands in the air as far as I can. Lift up my eyes to this, I'm blessed, oh man. Ooh. Sometimes I'm lost and far from home, but I'll find my way. I follow my heart, I know I'll be found someday. While I'm lost,
Wow, what a wonderful prelude to the chair's welcome and overview. Mrs. Shorville Johnson Cunningham has been a director of the United Way of Jamaica since 2015. She is also the immediate past president of the Women's Leadership Initiative, a committee of the United Way of Jamaica, having previously served on the Education Committee. As president of the WI, the focus was mainly on education, advocacy, mentorship, and health issues, whilst paying attention to issues surrounding women and early childhood, with a focus on voluntary organization for the upliftment of children, VOUCH. Mrs. Johnson Cunningham is the Chief Executive Officer of Sagicor Bank Limited, a subsidiary of Sagicor Group Jamaica, and has over a decade of experience in the financial sector. Mrs. Johnson Cunningham is also the Vice President of the Jamaica's Bankers Association. As a proponent of female empowerment and women shattering societal expectations, Chauvel is Jamaica's first International Women's Forum Fellow and author of a well-regarded vegan cookbook and a teacher. She is married to Vaughn and the mother of 3 children. I now invite Mrs. Chauvel Johnson Cunningham to share with us.
I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. Yeah. Boy, after that video, I'm having goosebumps from left to right, from head to toe. Boy, the work of the United Way. I am so proud to be the chairman of United Way Jamaica. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the diplomatic corps, supporters in the diaspora, members of the media, greetings, greetings. As chair of the United Way of Jamaica, I welcome you to our second Virtual Nation Builders and Employee Awards ceremony in honor of our donors and volunteers who continue to support the United Way of Jamaica. Each year, we take the time to say thank you in a big way. Thank you to our partners who are committed to the transformation of lives and effecting lasting change in our society. Despite and in spite of COVID-19, the United Way has pivoted and has been providing support during this challenging time. We continued our drive of identifying the resources that are lacking and finding creative solutions to the issues, mobilizing resources, and inspiring both corporate and individual donors to become a part of the solution by supporting the work that we do. Committed and dedicated volunteers are at the core of all that is done to improve education, health, and in general, just the way of life of our citizens. This is the foundation for a better quality of life in communities. To our volunteers, we must commend you for the role you continue to play in mobilizing resources during these challenging times. Sincere and heartfelt appreciation to you, our donors, for your continued support. Without you, this would not be possible. Your investment is impacting lives and effecting positive changes on various groups in our society. Most recently, the United Way of Jamaica and various partners, including 3M, Scotiabank, Jets Limited, and Unicoma Jamaica, just to name a few, have provided over 13 million worth of equipment and supplies to the spread of the coronavirus and to facilitate online learning by helping teachers to provide materials for parents to work with their children while at home. Resources were also mobilized through the Jamaica Bankers Association for the purchase of 4 high-flow nasal devices and the accessories used in the treatment of COVID-19 patients in critical need of oxygen. Partners such as CIBC, First Caribbean, and Citibank have made investments to try to ease the plight, especially of our female farmers in rural communities affected by this virus, this COVID-19 pandemic. Some would have lost jobs and need to find opportunities for employment or to start a small business for sustainable income for themselves and their families. The employees of Noranda Bauxite, along with other generous donors, were integral in the UWJ achieving its $3 million target in support of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Disaster Fund. The Red Cross is the United Way's partner on the ground to assist with the delivery of supplies. There are also many stories in which I could share with you today, but time will not permit. Thank you again for your investment, and we look forward to your continued support as we pursue our mission to mobilize resources to transform lives throughout Jamaica. As we look to the future, we remain committed to standing with you as partners in delivering on our mission. We would like to encourage you to continue to speak about the work of the United Way Jamaica. Speak about how we have been changing lives in communities, and encourage your family, your friends, and your companies to become volunteers and partner with us. On behalf of the Board of Governors, welcome and thank you for sharing with us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Cunningham. Today, we give thanks to God for his guiding hand over the years. We give thanks for all our partners, donors, volunteers, and staff. We appreciate you, the work you are doing, and the impact being made on the lives of many. I would now like to invite Mr. Lance Neto, long-standing volunteer with the United Way of Jamaica, to share with us his journey over the years and why he has remained dedicated to the work of the United Way. Mr. Neto.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the diplomatic corps, supporters in the diaspora, and members of the media, good afternoon. I am honored to have been invited to give this testimonial on behalf of the United Way of Jamaica. I have been a member of the organization for some 30 years, and I am intimately aware of the depth of outreach, compassion, and care consistently demonstrated by the United Way. And over that period of time, I have had the privilege to serve both as a governor as well as chairman of the Allocations Committee. From this position, the United Way has allowed me the opportunity to serve as a personal, community, and at a national level. And I'm grateful for the opportunities so provided. I joined the organization originally in my capacity as a public relations manager for the Kaiser Jamaica Bauxite Company in Discovery Bay, St. Anne. And at that time, the United Way had launched a series of invitational meetings among the bauxite companies to encourage their employees to support the United Way through voluntary payroll deductions. And I'm proud to say that in response, employees at all levels of their organizations literally lined up to give heartfelt support to the call to give the United Way. And the reason for that endorsement was obvious. Since its inception in 1985, the organization had been mobilizing resources to raise monetary support for transforming lives all over Jamaica. And similarly, the bauxite industry had a track record of helping to mobilize resources and people and to build partnerships in education, agriculture, health, community development, and other areas of social responsibility. This was therefore a shared vision that helped to merge the objectives of both organizations into one united effort that gives United. Well, over the past 35 years, I have seen the United Way fulfilling its mandate, moving in excess of $2 billion in areas of health, education, agriculture, income generation, and community development. And I want to emphasize the word voluntary, because the people equation, volunteers and donors, are the most valuable part of the United Way of Jamaica. Volunteers are involved in every aspect of our work. Many of our volunteers are ordinary Jamaicans, drawn from every strata of society, who find a particular joy in either being able to give to charities through United Way or to extend themselves to working with their community organizations. Our volunteers are deep in resource mobilization. They are very engaged in the allocation of funds. They help to monitor and evaluate projects and help us to communicate the United Way message right across the board. You may ask, what does the United Way do? And why should you want to be a part of the organization? Well, first of all, our objectives are to identify in a holistic and personal way those areas of genuine need in our society that need a helping hand to meet their own objectives. And these needs are constant all over Jamaica in areas of education, health, and so on, community upliftment, and so on. We also seek to empower entrepreneurship, particularly at the small business level. And historically, the United Way always stands ready to respond to natural disasters like earthquakes, fires, hurricanes, and so on. Secondly, you can trust the United Way. We are a non-profit organization with publicly audited accounts, an open door policy, a code of ethics and values, integrity-based leadership, and a reputation for delivery. Our track record speaks for itself. Early childhood and youth development, they remain close to the heart of the United Way and has reached out to assist basic schools all across Jamaica. Many partnerships have also been developed in areas of skills training, health, and disaster relief, and so on. In 2019, ladies and gentlemen, we disbursed some $43,349,750 across Jamaica. Last year, and of course into 2021, the COVID-19 pandemic spurred the United Way movement into disaster response mode. We moved easily into that mode. The movement contributed $2.5 million to the police force for personal protective gears, and the Jamaica Red Cross and the Jamaica Agricultural Society also benefited from the UWJ's fundraising programs linked to the COVID-19 response fund. So not surprisingly, and with so many years of experience in management of such funds, the United Way played a leading role in the management of the private sector organization of Jamaica's COVID-19 National Response Fund. Now, I am pleased to say that I can give a first-hand, up-close testimonial to the work and contribution of the United Way in all these areas of charitable need that we have touched on. For example, my colleagues in the bauxite industry have worked in incredible ways with the United Way on hurricane restoration efforts, including all major hurricanes that have hit Jamaica since 1988. The industry employees also teamed with the United Way to support the Haiti Restoration and Relief Fund following the disastrous earthquake that hit that nation in 2010. Noranda bauxite employees have periodically teamed with the United Way for work days at the Mustard Seed Children's Home in Murray Mountain in St. Anne, and on the distribution of COVID-19 relief packages to schools and institutions in Noranda's operating area. 2019, I think it was, Noranda employees presented $500,000 in partnership with the United Way to the National Children's Home after that disastrous fire in August 2019. And in April of this year, again, the company and its employees joined together to present a check to the United Way St. Vincent Volcano Relief Fund. That's a track record, pretty good. Finally, I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen all, that the United Way practices what it preaches. This is not a boardroom meeting place or a committee meeting exercise. We're not a multi-massy organization. United Way lives and breathes care and compassion and is dedicated to the welfare of the least advantaged of our society. We don't seek to support or supplant, rather, the individual's role in contributing to charitable projects, not at all. Rather, we offer them an opportunity for you to expand and build upon your own private efforts and instinct towards helping where the need is greatest. When you give to United Way, your contribution helps foster both individual and collective success. It is easy to become a member. It is easy to become a member. And I encourage you to join and to share in the satisfaction of thousands in Jamaica and thousands across the borders of the international organization and international communities who are giving the United Way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Nito. What an incredible testimonial. Can we have another round of applause? You know, I heard some numbers, and I'm just going to segue a little bit here. This is United Way's 36th anniversary. I also heard that the 1-1 cocoa that United Way has been collecting over those 36 years has added up to $2 billion. That is quite an achievement. So, thank you again, Mr. Nito. Let me hasten to add that none of the achievements mentioned here could have occurred without the contribution of volunteers like Lance over the years who have a desire and passion to serve, bring relief to others, and see positive change within our communities all across Jamaica. I would now like to invite United Way of Jamaica's board member, Mrs. Marcia Erskine, to introduce our keynote speaker for this evening. Mrs. Erskine.
Nigel Holness is the Managing Director of the CIBC First Caribbean International Bank, the quintessential career banker. He joined CIBC First Caribbean in 1988 and has enjoyed a very successful career spanning over 3 decades, serving in a number of central roles, including spearheading and rebuilding the Jamaica Treasury, embedding new policies and governance structures that bring efficiency and diversification to the currency balance sheets. He was part of the regional centralized treasury team located in Barbados and was responsible for managing the soft currency portfolios across numerous jurisdictions, including Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Eastern Caribbean Islands, Belize, and Jamaica. He has also served as a regional consultant for methods and organization management, responsible for segment re-engineering and restructuring across the different countries where CIBC First Caribbean operates. Mr. Holness assumed full responsibility as Managing Director for the First Caribbean Jamaica operations in 2010 and has served as Chairman of the FCIB Pension Fund, Chairman of the local ALCO Committee, Chairman of the Country Management Committee, and as a representative of the CIBC FCIB Group Senior Executive Team. He's a past president of the Jamaica Bankers Association. The United Way of Jamaica is honored to have Mr. Nigel Holness address the 2021 Nation Builders Awards ceremony and the launch of Campaign 2021-2022. Please welcome him to the podium.
Thank you, Marcia. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the Diplomatic Corps. Supporters in the diaspora, members of the media, good afternoon. It is indeed my honor to address the 2021 Nation Builders Award ceremony and the launch of campaign 2021-2022 of the United Way of Jamaica, an organization for which I have tremendous respect and admiration. The United Way of Jamaica has earned a reputation for its stewardship in mobilizing resources to transform lives throughout Jamaica, and must be commended for the steady contribution to the strengthening of the voluntary sector and bringing together donors, volunteers, and agencies for the ultimate benefit of all Jamaicans, but more so the disadvantaged individuals and communities, both at the national and local levels. Cultural decline has made nation building a major concern in our society, and therefore it is fitting to recognize this organization for its effort and contribution, a contribution that has been sustained over many years. Congratulations to the many donors, including individuals and corporations being acknowledged here today, for your continued contributions to the United Way of Jamaica. Such contribution has allowed the organization to fulfill its mission and benefit thousands of Jamaicans. Your commitment to helping others over the past 18 months is all the more laudable given the COVID-19 pandemic and human and financial losses we have all suffered as a result of it. Some have no job, and many have jobs with reduced earnings. We have lost loved ones, family members, colleagues, friends, and it has had an impact on the mental status of many, not to mention how disruptive it has been for the elderly and our children. Many of us are dealing with the realities of working from home, new livelihoods designed to make ends meet, balancing work and family commitments, and somehow stepping up to support relatives, friends, clients who need our help. We're all making a new path, carving a way in a world that has changed dramatically. Albeit the pandemic has had a negative impact, there are those who were able to be agile and proactive, leveraging the opportunities as they opened up. As a nation, we celebrate the creativity and ingenuity of our people. COVID-19 would have severely tested our commitment to help others. But thankfully, despite all the challenges, many donors have opened their wallets to help reduce the negative impact of the pandemic. One of the God-given traits of our people is that of answering the call to help those in need. The scope of charitable giving is staggering. People everywhere are stepping up and sharing what they have in support of those whose lives have been changed by the pandemic. I'm certainly proud to stand here leading one such organization that cares for the communities we serve and demonstrate this care through various channels. We do so from the heart, our love for one another. Our bank, CIBC First Caribbean, has contributed millions to our governments directly and through agencies within the health sector to help halt the spread of this virus, not just in Jamaica, but across the entire Caribbean. We continue to deepen our partnership with several organizations in communities and engage in various relief efforts, doubling up donations to charitable agencies committed to feeding and providing shelter for the poor, helping to increase access to education, particularly in providing tablets and internet access to online classes for students in disadvantaged communities. We need more of this simply because the needs are great and they are real. Simply just ask United Way of Jamaica. They need more companies and individuals to join this cause. In order to rebuild broken walls in our communities, we all must participate. It starts with having a compassion for the needy, the less fortunate, the indigent, the underprivileged, and the impoverished. To have a solid foundation on which we can build our nation, we need to be deed-driven, with principles which guide our actions and takes us where we want to go. Otherwise, we will be on a path that leads to destruction. It is by your deeds you indicated a devotion to a philosophy and a set of practices that enrich the lives of individuals, help build better organizations, and ultimately create a more just and caring world. To those of you being recognized today, we applaud you for your willingness to take up opportunities to serve others. Clearly, you believe that the growth of others equals success, and you win when others grow. Your contribution has helped to empower people, and you relish their accomplishments. This sort of authentic approach creates the greatest possible space to unleash the potential of others. And from the reports received, you have done just that. While us here in Jamaica are doing our part to lead by example and be our brothers and sisters' keeper, thankfully, philanthropy is alive and well overseas just the same. And this has had positive impacts for us here in the developing world. I would caution, however, that another guiding principle we must follow is to give without conditions. In other words, when you give, do not place strings on your charity. Too many of us give to get back or to use it as an influence over someone with needs. A gift with conditions attached is no longer a gift. Do not ask people to fit your mold, as your motive must always remain pure. Otherwise, it counts for nothing. So whether in Jamaica or abroad, it is clear that philanthropists understand that true happiness is found in helping others. The former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, the late Sir Winston Churchill, is quoted as having said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." You know, a favorite scripture that I often quote, and one that guides my life as a principle, it says in Acts 20:35, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." With this in mind, I urge all of those who have contributed to the United Way of Jamaica campaigns to continue to do so and to encourage others to follow suit. Our passion should be the foundation of our giving. It is not how much we give, but how much we put into giving. Remember, too, that the gift of time is often as valuable to the receiver as is money. Ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic has taught many lessons. Perhaps one of the main one is the purpose of life. It is precious. Our life purpose consists of the central motivating aims of our lives. The reason we get up in the morning is to fulfill divine purpose. Purpose can guide life, decisions, influence behavior, shape goals, offer a sense of direction, and create meaning. For some people, purpose is connected to vocation, meaningfully satisfying work. For others, their purpose lies in their responsibility to their families or friends. Still, others seek meaning through spiritual or religious beliefs. I suggest to you that your life purpose should include your contribution to improving the lives of others. A rejection of a self-absorbed, self-serving relationship to life. When you authenticate purpose, it becomes clear you are able to share it with the world. Life purpose may arise at any time in life, but we must be vigilant to recognize it and to be driven by the spiritual compass embedded in the fruit of benevolence. With that, we need not look beyond the United Way for a transparent, trustworthy, and a safe partner in philanthropy. Without hesitation, I recommend the United Way of Jamaica to all with the resources, money, and time to make a difference in someone's life. Together, we can be a formidable force for good. I now declare the United Way of Jamaica 2021-2022 campaign launched. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Holness. What a really, really inspiring speech and presentation about the value of volunteerism, philanthropy, and giving. Thank you again. United Way of Jamaica is about partnerships with our stakeholders, volunteers, donors, project holders, and our project holders working together to bring positive change to communities. The United Way of Jamaica Campaign 2021 has been launched, and the target is $120 million. We are confident in the support of our many, many committed donors and sponsors that we will achieve this target. Some of our donors are with us today, and I now invite them to pledge.
Good day. My name is Deborah Lopez Spence, and I am the Vice President, Sales and Service, Insurance and Wealth at Scotiabank, and a proud director of the Scotiabank Foundation. Scotiabank is extremely proud to support the programs of the United Way of Jamaica for the second consecutive year. Since December 2020, the bank has invested over $8.5 million in projects led by United Way, which have assisted more than 50 early childhood institutions with their reopening efforts and have made a difference through renovation projects in 3 communities located in Western Jamaica. As a financial institution, we are now keenly focused on aiding Jamaica's economic recovery from COVID-19 while helping our customers to thrive in an uncertain future. In line with this, starting this year, we have also decided to direct our philanthropic efforts towards programs that make communities more resilient from an economic perspective. We will be doing this by ensuring that our nation's children, the men and women of tomorrow, are able to access the knowledge and tools that they need to be successful, and by helping to remove barriers to economic success for disadvantaged groups. We have identified the United Way of Jamaica as an invaluable partner in furtherance of this mission, and we are honored to be able to help sustain the important work it has been doing in communities across the length and breadth of Jamaica. Today, we are here to reaffirm and publicly share our willingness to continue to partner on initiatives that suit our common objectives. We also express our heartfelt gratitude and heartiest congratulations to all the volunteers and other partners being awarded today who have also supported this esteemed organization through their continued and tireless work. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Natalie Robinson. I'm the country leader for 3M Jamaica. 3M is firmly committed to supporting the work of the United Way of Jamaica, and we're here today to pledge our unwavering support for the 21-22 fundraising campaign. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gail Solomon, Chief Corporate Secretary and General Counsel of Grace Kennedy Limited. At Grace Kennedy, giving back to the communities we serve around the world is at the heart of who we are as a global corporate citizen. Our We Care mantra is the foundation on which our company is built and extends beyond our corporate social responsibility activities into every aspect of our operations. We support a host of worthy causes in Jamaica and around the world and have been a long-standing partner of the United Way of Jamaica since its inception in the 1980s. We remain committed to supporting United Way's important work and encourage others to join us. Thank you, United Way, for all that you do to transform lives in Jamaica and around the world.
Good afternoon. I'm Bobby Chen, here with my daughter Catherine and my grandson Gabriel, here to pledge our support to United Way 2021 campaign. I've been associated with United Way for 20 years now and have seen the good work this organization has done. And I think this year again, I'm going to give another $1 million towards your campaign. So, all the best.
Again, our banking information is on the screen if you feel moved right now to make a contribution. You can also donate through payroll deductions on a monthly basis at your company. Employees in various corporations and government departments have for some time been pledging their support to the United Way of Jamaica through regular personal payroll contributions. The employees within participating companies and organizations will be recognized here today during this function. Ladies and gentlemen, we could not go through this event without some entertainment. I now invite RSI Steel to perform. Wow, that was really something. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful music. I am sure you all enjoyed it as much as I did. We will also hear from them a little later on in the program. Now to the awardees. The United Way of Jamaica lauds voluntary action every day. We salute every volunteer, every donor, every partner, every staff who each day resolve to take a stand and help to improve the lives of someone by giving them joy and hope to others. For them, recognition is not the motive, but United Way knows that it is important, and today is one such day when we ask you to allow us to express our appreciation to the following awardees. I now invite the Chief Executive Officer of the United Way of Jamaica, Mrs. Winsome Wilkins, to guide us through. Mrs. Wilkins.
It is an honor for me to present to you the award recipients at the signature event of the United Way of Jamaica. All donors are important to us, but here are some standouts during 2020 for special recognition. We begin with special awardees. These recipients have supported, used their talents and skills to ensure success for special projects undertaken by the United Way of Jamaica. The following awardees contributed significantly towards the success of the first ever staging of a state-of-the-art online art auction in the Caribbean region in November 2020. These were the sponsors for the event: Barita Investment Limited, Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission, Jamaica Observer Limited, PBCJ, Phase 3 Productions, Popeyes, Sagicor Group, Tasty Patties. The volunteers under the leadership of then Board Chair Dr. Marcia Forbes. They were Miss Patsy Latchman Atterbury, Mrs. Marcia Erskine, Dr. Marcia Forbes, Miss Minna Israel, Mrs. Dahlia Patsy Kelly, Mrs. Sharon Lake, Mr. Jean-Paul Menou, Miss Janelle Rodriguez, Miss Shade Stewart, Miss Enette Williams, Mrs. Tamara Scott Williams, Mrs. Novia MacDonald White, Miss Charmaine Wright. Special awardees consistently supporting the work of the United Way of Jamaica throughout 2020 were 876 Technology Solutions, Jamaica Pegasus Hotel, Nationwide News Network, Miss Dama Garrell, Mr. Andre Harriott, Mr. Sebastian Lawrence. So we move to the next category, and that is employee giving. And these are individuals in organizations who give to the United Way on a monthly basis. In 2020, there were over 8,000 individuals giving through payroll deductions, and today we recognize them. Bronze awardees were companies participating in the Workplace Philanthropy Program, and they had 25 to 49% levels of participation among their staff. 20 such companies are being recognized in the bronze category, and they are Alliance Investments Management Limited, C&WJ Co-op Credit Union Limited, COK Solidarity Co-op Credit Union, Department of Correctional Services, First Heritage Cooperative Credit Union, Hard Trust NTA, their head office, Housing Agency of Jamaica, Jamaica Business Development Corporation, Kingston Freeport Terminal Limited, Maritime Authority of Jamaica, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, NHF Pharmaceuticals, National Council on Drug Abuse, National Library of Jamaica, National Water Commission, Post and Telecommunications Department Head Office, Rural Agricultural Development Agencies, Sagicor Life Jamaica Limited, Sagicor Bank Jamaica Limited, University of the Commonwealth Caribbean. We now move to the silver awardees, and these are companies with 50 to 74% levels of participation among their staff. There were 11 such awardees in this category, and they are Auditor General's Department, Electoral Office of Jamaica, Gaps Pro Management Limited, Jamaica Fire Brigade, Duke Street Branch, the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, Noranda Jamaica Bauxite Partners. And I may just interject here to say this was where I did my first employee campaign in 1985 November. And the men and women of Noranda pledged to give to United Way, and they're still giving today. Congratulations, Noranda Jamaica Bauxite Partners. And then we move to the Office of the Services Commission, Post and Telecommunications Department, Spanish Town, St. Andrew High School for Girls. In the Gold Awards category, we have companies with over 75% levels of participation among their staff. And there are 12 awardees in this category. And they are General Accident Insurance Company Limited, Jamaica Constabulary Force, Jamaica Defense Force Co-op Credit Union, Jamaica Fire Brigade Port Maria Branch, Jamaica National Bank Duke Street Branch, Jamaica National Port Maria Branch, National Commercial Bank Jamaica Limited, Duke Street Branch, National Commercial Bank Jamaica Limited, University of the West Indies Branch, the National Police College of Jamaica, the PWD Co-op Credit Union Limited, Palisadoes Co-op Credit Union Limited, Water Resource Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, those in Jamaica and in the diaspora, I'm so proud to announce that the most outstanding employee giving organization for the year 2020 is the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The JCF has consistently supported the work of the United Way of Jamaica since 1989 and has been winners of this coveted award for 12 consecutive years. Help me congratulate the entire team of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Congratulations to all the award recipients. And if today you're listening and your company is not among those being recognized, please contact us at the United Way of Jamaica to ensure that you're listed in the group in our next annual Nation Builders Awards function. And I want to add here, every employed person can give through the United Way of Jamaica and support the work of the voluntary sector. An average gift of $100 per month can make a big difference. And can you imagine if you decide to give more? I now move to the next category. And this category recognizes individual donors. The partners of the United Way of Jamaica recognize the importance of forging strong, mutually beneficial relationships in building cohesive and caring communities in which to do business, encourage team building, and promote volunteerism. Personal contributions enable us to keep fighting for the health, education, and financial stability of Jamaicans. Donations made by individuals to the work of the United Way of Jamaica are used to positively impact lives across this country. Today we want to recognize those persons giving at the bronze level, and they would have given between $25,000 and $49,999 in 2020. And these individuals are Mrs. Jamalda Stanford Brown, Mrs. Karen Jennings Callum, Miss Judith Campbell, Mrs. Royanne Chin Forbes, Mr. Michael C. Gentles, Mrs. Andrea Edwards Giles, Mr. Alfred Henry, Mrs. Sharon Hettridge, Mr. Kirk Jones, Ms. Colleen Lange, Ms. Marion Lewis, Mr. Kenrick Lugg, Ms. Pamela McFarlane, Mr. Dwight Phillips, Mrs. Patrice Nikisha Reed, Ms. Arlene Reynolds, Mrs. Donna Marie Simpson, Mr. Derek L. Smith, Ms. Norma Warburton, Mr. Albert Webb, Dr. the Honorable R. Danny Williams, and of course I couldn't help but singling him out because he's among the first individual donor to United Way of Jamaica in 1985. He was there then and he's still with us 36 years later. Thank you so much, Sir Danny. The next category is for persons giving between $50,000 and $99,999. And these individuals are Mrs. Norma Carr Alain, Mrs. Marvia Harrison, Ambassador Vilma McNish, Mrs. Michelle Wilson Reynolds. The Gold Award recipients in the individual categories, and that would be individuals giving between $100,000 and $249,999. That list includes Miss Barbara Alexander, Mrs. Felicia Green Brissett, Mr. Carlton Stephen, Mr. Wayne Ray. In the diamond category, that would be persons giving between $250,000 and $499,999. We have Ambassador Sue Cobb, a former United States of America ambassador to Jamaica. Even though she's not on duty here anymore for the last couple of years, she has consistently giving. She was among the first persons who said, yes, I'm confirmed for this Nation Builders Awards function and I will be watching it from home. The other recipient is Mr. Noel Da Costa. In the platinum category, that would include persons giving between $500,000 and $999,999. We have the indomitable Patricia Ramsey, a consistent donor and volunteer with United Way of Jamaica. In the Jupiter category, persons giving over $1 million, we have Dr. Robert Chen. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to help me applaud the contribution of Dr. Robert Chen, our dear Bobby, from the Central Region. He's the highest individual donor with his gift of $1 million in 2020. For the 7th consecutive year, this outstanding citizen and philanthropist from Central Jamaica has supported the United Way of Jamaica with his individual gift. Congratulations and thank you so much, Bobby Chen. The next category is that of corporate donors. To achieve its goals, the United Way of Jamaica aligns with partners, stakeholders with shared vision to impact and improve lives and assist individuals to achieve their human potential. Corporate companies contribute greatly to the work of the United Way of Jamaica and allow them to fulfill their corporate social responsibility while contributing to national development. Bronze Award recipients for corporate giving, and that would be companies giving between $100,000 and $499,999. These companies are Alliance Investment Management, Grace Kennedy Limited. The Silver Award recipients are companies giving $500,000 and $999,999. $999. And we have in this group CIBC First Caribbean International Bank. Gold Award recipients, that will be companies giving between $1 million and $1,999,999 are Area 4 Police Civic Committee, Citibank Jamaica, Jamaica Broilers Group Limited, Unicomer Jamaica Limited, and our Women's Leadership Initiative. Diamond Award recipients, that would be companies giving between $2 million and $4,999,999 are 3M Jamaica, Jets Limited, Jamaica National Bank. Platinum Award recipients are corporate companies giving between $5 million and $9,999,999. We have Scotiabank Jamaica Limited being recognized today. In the Jupiter category, that includes companies giving over $10 million, we have Windalco. And ladies and gentlemen, they were the highest corporate donor for 2020. Please help me congratulate them for being recognized as our highest corporate donor for 2020. Windalco is a giant in the bauxite industry from central Jamaica. They have made significant investments in educational scholarships, grants, and community development programs. They're receiving this award for the second consecutive year. Congratulations, Windalco. Take note that Central Jamaica has sent a clear message to us by their taking the top award winners for both the corporate and individual categories. There is one volunteer who is not with us anymore, Mr. Kenneth Gordon, a staple in former Nation Builders Award ceremonies. We want to recognize and give thanks for his contribution to the work of the United Way of Jamaica in the Central Region. May his soul rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the presentation of awards. Congratulations again to all the award recipients, and I look forward to seeing your names listed in the higher categories next time around. Be reminded that the United Way of Jamaica is your respected and trusted partner with years of experience in mobilizing and managing resources. Our committed and dedicated volunteers and staff add value and expand the reach of your investment to improve lives. Thank you so much for sharing with us today.
What a truly inspiring time you've had today. Congratulations to all of our awardees. We truly appreciate your continuous contributions. We are almost at the end of the program, and I now invite Mr. Edmundo Inez, Chief Executive Officer, Jets Limited, to do the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon. Master of Ceremonies, Enid Williams, Board Member of the UWJ. Mrs. Charbel Johnson Cunningham, Chairman of the Board of Governors of the United Way of Jamaica. Mrs. Winston Wilkins, President and CEO of the United Way Jamaica. Members of the United Way Board of Governors, our honored guest speaker, Mr. Nigel Holness, Managing Director, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, fellow donors, volunteers, and supporters of United Way, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Contribution is a powerful word that captures purposeful intent to sharing what we have with others for the sake of the betterment of all. Today, at the United Way of Jamaica's 2020 Nation Builders Awards, I am honored to give the vote of thanks on behalf of the contributors and the donors, corporate, individual, and the many who have participated in the employee giving program. The great Albert Einstein has been quoted as saying that it is every man's obligation to put back into the world at least the equivalent of what he takes out of it. This goes to the heart of the United Way of Jamaica and what it represents. Banding together in contribution, our donors have played a vital part in support of something larger than ourselves. Through gift giving and volunteerism, we're doing good works for a better tomorrow for our beloved country that will live on long after us. Through willing support, we hope to inspire others to do likewise and give rise to a wonderful, virtuous circle that will grow even stronger. For over 36 years, the United Way of Jamaica has been uniting donors, volunteers, and agencies with the ultimate aim of enriching the lives of disadvantaged members of our communities and the nation. Importantly, this organization has provided us with the opportunity to partner with it to contribute to our society and, by extension, make real on the promise of corporate social responsibility, working alongside with individual giving and volunteerism. In the truest measure of contribution, in the aftermath of the devastating volcanic eruption in St. Vincent, the UWJ galvanized help to aid our Caribbean neighbors and extending a nurturing and assisting hand beyond the borders of Jamaica. We also remember its role in the aftermath of the Haiti earthquake and other natural disasters in the region. Since 1985, a total of $2 billion has been dispersed through the United Way of Jamaica for projects undertaken by corporate citizens who are focused on building society. These funds have been used in the areas of health, early childhood education and skill training, youth and community development, agriculture, and many others. I think we can all agree that 2020 was a year like no other we have seen, with the sudden eruption of the COVID-19 pandemic around the world. The pandemic has touched the lives of every Jamaican in one way or another and has negatively impacted the economy. The crisis, against an already challenging landscape for many, was made even harder as a result of illness, loss of loved ones, and the loss of jobs and livelihoods. As we hold up to this experience, we also recognize that for many, it may take a while to bounce back and for the overall economy to recover. However, to use the words of an old song, no man is an island and no man stands alone. Our partnership with the United Way of Jamaica, which today is being recognized in this aptly named Nation Builders Award ceremony, proves just that. Together, we can make a difference. There are those who argue that building a nation is a government's job. But as the Jamaican adage says, one hand can't clap. It is also the responsibility of citizens to shape the country and society in which we live and work. Collectively, we can do it. Partnering with the United Way is our opportunity to contribute to the continued growth and development of the land we love. And more importantly, to positively touch the lives of our fellow Jamaicans who are most in need. As the 2020 campaign year closes, our contributions are recognized and the 2021 campaign begins. But there are quite a few people we wish to thank especially for making today particularly successful. First, Mr. Nigel Holness, Managing Director of CIBC First Caribbean International Bank, for being our keynote speaker and delivering such a heartfelt message. United Way Chair, Mrs. Chorvell Johnson Cunningham, for sharing with us the work and accomplishments of the UWJ. We see now how we can contribute to partner and support the United Way in its nation-building efforts. Mr. Lance Nita, your testimonial speaks to your personal investment of time, talent, and treasure over the years. Your words also speak to the impact of the investments made by the United Way of Jamaica, and we are truly motivated and encouraged to keep pressing on. We hope that others who have heard you today and who have not yet joined will be inspired to get involved in this worthy cause. We also wish to have special thanks to RSI Steel for the lovely entertainment, the Jamaica News Network team for the continued support to the UWJ and for all your input in recording this afternoon's program. The Jamaica Pegasus, thank you for hosting us and with the usual gracious hospitality. To the UWJ board members, Master Erskine, and the staff of United Way of Jamaica for putting on all the work to make this afternoon a success. Thank you all individual and corporate donors who continue to support the work of United Way. Your continued commitment to transforming lives and fighting for the health, education, and financial stability as well as well-being of our fellow Jamaicans can never be recognized enough. Finally, join me in congratulating United Way of Jamaica for its 36+ years of service and its continuing commitment to our nation. We look forward to a successful and impactful 2021 campaign to raise $120 million aimed at transforming the lives of persons island-wide. Thank you.
So we really are at the end. I just want to thank you all again so very much for sharing with us today. Remember that you can send your contributions to the United Way of Jamaica via the account numbers that are on the screen. Also, for further information about the United Way, we ask that you follow us on social media. We are on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. This is a very important way that we engage with you, the public, and we ask that you friend us. Now for the end, I'm going to ask you just to stay a little bit longer and listen to RSI Steel. They will close out the show. They are amazing, they're energetic, they're entertaining. I've been listening to them all day and you will enjoy them. All the best, good day.
CNN has just presented the United Way of Jamaica's 36th Annual Nation Builders Awards and Employees Ceremony.